Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video, and before I get into this video, I am going to say that I've been trying to know how a person from Black community will put down his own community down in order to elevate community, and he thinks it is fun and it is cool. Why? Because he probably makes money out of it. And knowing the fact that he is for colored people is just another one. When you go to his comment section will actually enlighten you more about the people he does content for. Then let's get into this video. An Indian man actually made a video how he got into college because he tried to look like a black man just so they could cut the GP for him to get into college. But then it became dicey a little bit. Then this is what Jeff Mitch said that it's quite literally that so I mean like black people's standard is being lowered so black people could get into college and all that. Why did he mention that black people's GPA or something or standard could be lower just to get into college and all that? Why? Just to make sure that that black person is qualified and all that. And I am asking, hello, Jeff, what do you mean by that? It's really amazing that people are, especially people from my own community, will think it is okay to bring down my own community down and then elevate the other. Let's get into this video.
So you were studying statistics at the University of Chicago, and you say to yourself, I don't stand a chance with my 3.1. What did you do?
Well, I shaved my head, I trimmed my eyelashes, and I decided to join the organization of black students so I could apply to medical school as a black man. I also used my middle name, Jojo. I subsequently interviewed at medical schools across the country and managed to get waitlisted at Washington University and the University of Pennsylvania and got into St. Louis University School of Medicine, despite the fact that my pitiful 3.1 GPA was dramatically lower than their average.
He was like, this 3.1 GPA is not going to cut it for my race. But if I act like a different race, I can have a lower GPA and still get in. Again, this is quite literally them lowering the standard for black people. And what that does is it puts into question if that black person is actually qualified.
Hey, Jeff. It's me again. A lot of you already know what the fuck's about to happen. I went live yesterday and I determined all bets are off for anybody who I previously decided I wouldn't make a video about, because it seems to me you guys are still doing the same shit every time I leave and come back. You would think that being publicly embarrassed as many times as Jeff has would get him to shift his tone, or at least, research anything slightly before he talks about it, but I guess the dollars are not paying him to do that. So let me keep this short, sweet, and to the point. This guy said he faked being black to get into medical school, and then went on a media tour about it and released a book, the premise being that he couldn't get in with his scores as an Indian, so he faked being a black person, which means they're lowering the standards, according to Jeff. Except for the fact there's no point of reference for this dude's claim, considering he never applied to any of those medical schools as an Indian student in order to compare what would have happened. He talked to CNN and told them he applied at 22 medical schools, interviewed at 11, was waitlisted at 4, and only got into 1. Some great fucking black privilege. A spokesperson for St. Louis University, the school he got into, said that his MCAT scores and his science GPA met SLU's criteria in 1999. Mind you, this article was written in 2015, and Jeff Mead is trying to use this as a point in 2024. This is what? Approaching 30 years of bullshit in one video. Oh, but it gets worse. Sh0ck, the person who pretended he was black and then wrote a book about it, also said that he was harassed by police, store clerks accused him of shoplifting, and women were either scared of him or couldn't keep their hands off of him. It would be a shame if a black person who's made an entire career talking about how these phenomena don't really exist or affect black people as much anymore pulled from a story in which someone who wasn't black pretended to be black and then immediately started experiencing the same things that this creator says doesn't really happen. Oh, but it once again gets worse, considering that Sh0ck then went on to attend UCLA when he identified as an Indian American for business school. Jeff, do you understand what you just did? Like, do I need to hold your hand and walk you through it? I'm not even going to explain to you the critiques about affirmative action and everything. Why is it that you keep making videos that are so easy to pull apart? Jeff, how come you haven't been able to pull apart any video that I've made about you? How come all of your responses have been pathetic and easily debunkable? And how come all of your main content is pathetic and easily debunkable? Jeff, why don't you care? Why don't you take this seriously? If you took it seriously, I think you'd look up anything before speaking. But it's been what, 2 years since you've gotten on this app and you've yet to do that one time. Jeff, do us a favor. Open up Google, right? Type in study about systemic racism and read it, and then try to offer any coherent critiques of that paper, okay? And why you don't believe it. Please do that, and then you can continue talking. Like, I don't fucking know.
Okay, next question is going to be a fun one. Can black people be racist?
Racism is prejudice plus power. So I have the ability to be prejudiced. I have the ability to be biased, and I think people need to learn the definition between these things.
Saying something this ignorant while talking about people needing to learn definitions is crazy work. It's wild. Let's look up the definition of racism, shall we? Racism, prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. It says nothing about skin color. It also does not say minorities cannot be racist. Typically does not mean exclusively. Black people can be racist. This woman is up here just talking nonsense. Racism does not require a power structure. Anybody, anywhere can be racist. Like, y'all need to give this up, dear Lord.
So this is all I got from the video, just a very short one. But I am not surprised, because this has really been happening for a longer time. If you check out what is going on and all that, you will definitely know who Jeff Mead is and what he stands for and how he's actually a coon. You know, it's amazing how people can lie about some certain things when it comes to black people. The way the Indian man actually tried to lie about how he got into college because he shaved his brows, this, that, and he was able to get in with a low score, right? And this coon did not go further to read what really happened and all that. His own was just to tell you that black people are not supposed to be in some particular positions, right? Because they do not earn it. Or most of them get into college with low scores. How do you expect somebody that went into college with low scores to come out great or to come out fly? Or saying that even as low as they went for black people to get into college, they still are not able to meet up in college. These people are really amazing. Jeff Mead will never see. When I saw the video from JJ, you know what? I ran back straight up to Jeff Mead's page. Guess what? The video is no longer on his page. Why? Because he knew how of a great liar he is. The fact that they don't even make research, anything, it's really crazy how these people, Jeff is from where? Jeff Mead is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? This man knew exactly what he is doing, because don't tell me how somebody will be a great sellout to his own community because of palm-colored money. I am still trying to understand how they see the truth and say that it's not true, because I don't know how people do that. Really, I am trying to. But trust me, one thing I know for sure is that my ancestors, the day they will arrest Jeff Mead and the rest of it, because there are so many of them on this, so many, and there are men, so many of them on TikTok and other platforms. The day my ancestors will arrest him, they will use cord. You all know cord. They will use it on his neck to reset his brain. And I really do look forward to that day, because they have done so much harm to people that look like me. Because most times when you go to their comment section, then you will understand what I am saying, that the content that they are creating is for a particular set of people. The comment section will tell you. But you know what? Jeff made Wolfheart or whatever his name is and the rest. Carry on. A very big shout out to JJ for always coming through. At this point, like he said, he is not sure what to tell him because he's been calling him to come for debate. So they talk it out. But Jeff is not smart enough. He refused to come out because he doesn't even know what to talk on, how he's supposed to. What is Jeff? What is he supposed to say? Absolutely nothing. You know what? See you all in my next video. Bye for now.